I realized I could just do this. I could just come over here and be talking. I'm sitting here right here typing. I might as well just, do the thing. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the WatchMania Dynamite Live Reaction. This is the go home show in Las Vegas, Nevada, to Double or Nothing, this Sunday's pay per view. How y'all doing? I'm Abby Dippin. In case you didn't already know that already, but most of y'all know that already. But yes, I feel you, X. My day was extremely uneventful, particularly my day at work. It was extremely slow, dragged on. I was tired as hell. Honestly, I'm surprised I've been able to pep myself up this much. Maybe it's just because like the anxiety of will it, won't it work with Nord in terms of like stabilizing the connection after using it. So yeah, I'm like maybe that got me all awake, but throughout the day I was literally nodding off at work. It was rough. I drank one of these at work, and I was still like, coworker was like, what's going on with you? And not for nothing, can't blame them for thinking that way. I keep wanting to call it double A or nothing. Double A or nothing. Yeah, no, heck, not for nothing. I'm pretty numb to caffeine overall. This is like this stuff. I'm not. It's not unlike me to drink 2 of those in a day. And yeah, I'm drinking one right now. I usually do for the wrestling, and wrestling in general tends to wake me up. But I'm also going to be hanging out with somebody on call after this stream, so let's see how much energy I have left over for that. I get that. I totally get that. I advise anybody who takes precautions with energy drinks to continue taking those precautions, even if it just means outright not drinking them, because they're not for everybody. They're rough on you. Ooh, I'm so ready for Dynamite tonight. It's just gonna be good. First off, Taya versus Lady Frost. That's gonna be a banger match. If they let it be a banger match, it's gonna be a banger match. Oh yes, also quick, y'all, do drop a thumbs up here if you haven't already. Get us started, get us off the ground before the show even gets on the road. No, I'll drink them easy. Oh, fair, Hex. I get that. I used to do it when I did night shifts. I used to drink Monster a lot, but then I started feeling pain in my kidneys, and I just cold turkey quit. And it was like, okay, I'm never drinking these things again. And then coworkers turned me on to this one a few years ago because of all the like no sugars and all that stuff. And I was like, okay, I have to go for it. You see, Craig, part of me feels like they should have waited to do this match until next week, because there's the Blackjack Battle Royale, which Orange Cassidy's going to be defending his title in at Double or Nothing. Does that mean Kyle Fletcher has to defend his title in that Battle Royal if he wins it tonight? Because he ain't signing up for that, you know? So that's where I'm at. But by that same token, that's also another argument to put the belt on him just for the unpredictable element of it. I'm gonna do late night for studying for you. Yeah, Craig. Ironically, like even when I'm staying home, I'll still find myself drinking them a lot because like when I'm sitting there focused writing or something or editing, it just keeps me going through it. It's also advertised for gaming as well, but I'm not sure about that. Your drinks give me a thing about it. All right, just about 2-3 minutes out from launch. Stone boy since required reading books to be used for the course. It's required reading before. I love that. That's so ironic because you're like, dumb boy me ended up smartening myself to the entire curriculum before it started. Oh yeah, such a dumb move, dude. Oh no, I did it on accident. Oh, okay, now I get it. That's wild. Here, I'm gonna turn myself down a bit. See if that helps. Getting a reverberation of myself. All right. Let's with some settings really quick. So I read like 4 sports science books and like 600 pages apiece before the course even. That's legendary, Craig. Iconic. I mean, it is dumb to misinterpret the simplest of words and go out of your way to do the maximum of effort of reading it. Hey, Lone Star, what's up? I have not seen the cinematic trailer for this Spider-Man. Craven, you want the game already? Nice. No, I have not seen it, but do feel free to drop like a video of it in the games tab on the Discord or something. Like, I'd love to give it a look. I have a couple of friends who are really into the Spider-Man franchise, gaming-wise, and I'd love to see their reaction to it if they haven't already had one yet. You know, they probably heard the note. They probably already reacted to it and stuff, but I still want to see. Shout out to the Grizzlies. But I think I'm gonna fire up EO Nord. Sony Painless. Oh, the Sony PlayStation event. Oh, I see. They were making Snake Eater? Snake Eater. Vaguely familiar with French. Is this the part where I reveal how little I know about gaming in its entirety? Okay, I wasn't sure if they were referring to if that was referring to Metal Gear Solid or not. Rocking my Claudio shirt. Yo, hell yeah. BCC on top. BCC on top. Man, I really had to focus on my enunciation there. Coming June 29th. All right, firing up the Nord. Get ready for turbulence, y'all. Oh, what? Okay, there it is. Good to know. All right, disconnecting the Nord. I do believe I'd... Bring the moon. Yes. Timed it proper and everything. Happy with that. Ending all Nord activities now on my computer. 1 second, just double checking the system. All right, I think we're all set. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. How you doing, Flora? I think you're solid, maybe. Don't even worry about it, Craig. I more or less made it out. Ooh, we got to, right? It's practically ritualistic at this point. Start Dynamite with Orange Cassidy. And you know, not for nothing, I'm here for it. Thumbs up on the video if you're just making your way in now, y'all. We got a busy week of wrestling ahead of us, starting with a banging Dynamite go-home show for this Sunday's Double or Nothing. OC in the OC. Love it. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I liked his previous theme beforehand. Where is my mind? But this was really growing on me. This does feel more Orange Cassidy-esque, and it's probably easier to get by legally. You just had to hit us with the thinking man's post. What was that cut? Was that a troll job? I'm with this theme. It's such a banger. It sucks that they're showing this clip because he's since relinquished both those championships due to Mark Davis's injury. But, you know, not for nothing, earlier, that reference from, I believe, Craig, is a good shout. They could possibly put the title on Fletcher simply because he's got to go solo for a little bit. He's lost his belts. Yep, there you go. But something feels like that, you know, in the same way Jade Cargill didn't defend her title 30-something times to lose it to Vert Vixen, I don't believe that Orange Cassidy's defended this title a record-breaking amount of times with this very nuanced... Okay, all right. Shut me up in the middle of my point, why don't you, Fletcher? That was a near fall of the two off a brainbuster. But yeah, it doesn't feel like Fletcher will be taking the title, and that's no disrespect to Vert Vixen or Kyle Fletcher, one way or the other. Just yeah, it's one of those situations. The fall. That being said, I think Kyle's going to leave Cassidy with some scars tonight. Oh, that's rough, buddy. I feel you, Excalibur. The combination of exhaustion and caffeine is going to get you a lot of flubbed words. Bishamon Yoshihashi and Hiroki Goto.
Daniel Garcia of the Jericho Appreciation Society goes one-on-one with Roderick Strong, and our main event, the Lucha Brothers, put their Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship on the line against the Blackpool Combat Club. Claudio Castagnoli.
You know, Ring of Honor title match here on the contract signing for an unsanctioned bout. That actually, I think that makes a lot of sense to me personally, because that's them officially signing that they're taking legal responsibility for whatever happens in the match, not AEW. Because otherwise, the contracts that are already set in stone, their talent contracts, would specify that they do leave it up to AEW. Yoshihashi, the anti-Craig boy. I find him so poor. Hey, Austin. It's Excalibur with Taz and Tony Schiavone. Great shout, Austin. What's up? Welcome. No worries, Lone Star. That being said, I'm sure some shenanigans are going down. We aren't going to have... We seldom ever have a peaceful contract signing. Ooh. Looked like it was supposed to be a DDT, but he dived too far forward. Cassidy, yeah, he's hurt. He's already feeling the pain, and that tape on his back's really making it show. What's an art block? It's something we often refer to in the art world as, like, when you're having trouble producing art, when you're not up to snuff, you're in a rut, so to say. It's often referred to as an art block. Holy shit! Okay, calm down, dude. He had to really put that... He had to really put that to the test. No. I simply draw. Shout out to all the painters. I mean, I suppose I use paint brushes on my Clip Studio, but I digitally draw. Illustration. There you go. I'm an illustrator. Dude, check out my my art Twitter at @vdevinart if you're looking to check out some of my art stuff. Although I have cleaned out a lot of it since the AI situation started getting out of hand. I ain't trying to fuel their algorithm. Speaking of algorithm, thumbs up on this video if you haven't already. Draw me one. God damn it, X! Draw me like a French. I just... Call it a slumberfall bonding experience. Oh, hey, nice. That's super dope, man. Pixel art is an underrated tactic. I heard orange would be easier to beat. He should be, but he has proven to be pretty durable thus far. So like, when all is said and done, I wonder how durable a 100% Orange Cassidy would be, you know?
Fletcher a bit frustrated, but Orange Cassidy, Tony, we've seen over the
I do think there's a few matches where he's kicked out of a bit too much in, you know? But that just tells me that they're booking him as like that much of a prospect. There we go. There's the finish of the sentence I'm looking for. I remember Tony Khan in early 2019 saying that Orange Cassidy was an experiment, and he's decided to take that experiment long term. Put up one. Right? The man is like rubber. He keeps bouncing back, you know? He gives me Pro Tag Kun energy, you know? Just like your basic standard anime protagonist.
trying to burn some clock here, maybe looking for a time limit draw. Well, both these guys are playing a little bit of a head.
Daniel Garcia versus Roderick Strong. That match is going to slap. I can tell y'all right now, that's going to be a banger. Taya's match is going to be awesome. And I know, like, I've been on that hype for a few days now, but they just announced this Strong Garcia match, and I am like, this is going to be a banger match because, and this is me biting off more than I can chew for sure, but I feel like they have a chance to tell more of Daniel Garcia's "You're a pro wrestler, not a sports entertainer" story.
Get inside the head of Kyle Fletcher. If you're Fletcher, you have to keep your composure. You can't afford
And it looked like Fletcher was trying to keep his composure, but there he goes.
you can't afford to get frustrated by Orange Cassidy.
No, you're all good. Oh, did I miss your... Oh, did I... What did you say here?
24 years of age, but 9 years
See, like XC Taz, XC Taz.
young age.
Oh, in the AEW, probably, absolutely. I think that's where a 3 to 4 man booth works most, as the video game, where you can assure there's nobody cutting off one another or speaking over one another or undermining one another. God damn it, Orange. But yeah, you're good. Never give up, underdog. Who always finds a way to win, like how Aries was. Yeah. I think a few years from now we could be looking at Orange Cassidy as like a top guy. Like top guy. I think they want to book him as a legitimate world title contender one day, and they're working their way up towards that slowly. This title reign's done a lot. Oh, nice half and half. Back up onto his feet, but he couldn't keep himself up in the corner. Always hyped for a Weird Loca match, though. I get you. No, yeah. Tony and Taya would tear the house down. Oh my gosh, yes. No, I get you. I was kind of petering out of TNA around the time that he had that iconic X Division title run that really put over the title and develops the Option C situation, which still exists to this day. Nice. That was much more on point than last week's. The Tilt-A-Whirl DDT, so clean every single time. They apparently have a very high standard for booking, based on who I've seen recently hired into it. So, podcast for 18 years? See how that does, yeah. That or be QT Marshall, for the various talents that QT Marshall possesses. My understanding, is creative as it stands, is Tony Khan, QT Marshall, Sanjay Dutt, Will Washington, and Bryan Danielson apparently has been working with them as well. Yay, yes, no, QT Marshall is creative. It's actually really neat to learn that.
This Sunday at Double or Nothing, that is, I mean, that's tough even if you're 100%, but, you know, just coming off a hard-fought championship match like this, neither man is going to be fighting at their fullest.
And you can see the QR code right there if you want to join us on Bleacher Report. Right.
Oh, nice deadlift. Pulled him up from the apron. Fletcher's here for gold, that's for sure. He is game. I say as he gets shoved down onto the mat. Okay. Got caught again. He is game. I wasn't quite sure if it was a Michinoku driver, but yeah, it was.
How Orange kicked out of that, but man, that was impressive. Let's take another look here. Watch the torque right here by Kyle Fletcher. Spinning, driving Michinoku Jones right there. Oof, almost got it.
Michinoku Jones. I love it. Did I know? No, I didn't. Did you watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine series? No, I didn't. See, I don't watch much of regular television. 80% of what I watch nowadays is either pro wrestling or pro wrestling podcasts. Or pro wrestling adjacent, I should say. Not necessarily podcasts, just like pro wrestling adjacent content. And then outside of that, I'm either consuming manga or anime or D&D content. Michinoku Jones. Okay, Taz, I have to make that Michinoku Jones. Ooh. Have him just be an underling of Tony D'Angelo that's a big fan of Taka Michinoku.
Possibly crown a new international champion here. Just stay on him, Kyle. Right. I was going to say the same thing, Taz. Just stay on him. He can't. Don't look out at the fans. He's got him now. He really has. Yeah, no, he does.
There we go. That's landing a little better. That first one was kind of soft. Back roll. What are we doing here? He did a little 2-point guns gimmick. Nice brain buster to reverse out of that. Out of nowhere. Ooh, feed count. We went a little ECW on us here for a second. Kyle is gripping his neck something fierce. Great sell. Pretty sure he's just selling. This guy's static cam for some reason, right? Okay, don't know quite what that was about. Scripts to AEW confirmed? Question mark. Beautiful. I also started watching Jeff Dunham. Fun fact. Jeff Dunham is a fun comedian. I was really into stand-up for a time as a teenager and my young adulthood. Oh, nice. Oh, no, he's not done. For fuck's sake, dude. For fuck's sake. Do it again, Shivani. Oh, spinning tombstone. Why are you this way? And, like, you see shit like that. Like, I personally just don't like seeing tombstones get kicked out of in general. Let alone back-to-back tombstones, one of which is a fucking spinning tombstone. But you see, that's more of a pro wrestling thing in general nowadays. I still firmly believe that people say DDTs should be protected. I think DDTs are okay. Brainbusters can work. Pile drivers should be protected, in my opinion. Jesus, Fletcher, shaking my head here, right? Kevin Dunn, wait, that doesn't work here. Damn it, cameraman Jones. Yeah, that'll do. We love it. The cheeky mid-match burning hammer kickouts. Oh no. You hurt my soul, Craig. We already have people doing that with burning hammers and reverse Death Valley drivers, and it's just like, why would you do that? That would be like if I just started using the punt kick and had to have people kick out of it at 2, you know? Like, nice. Oh, God, no. You gotta be kidding me, though. Top rope. Wow, really? Lucha, I get the impression you're not too much of a fan of this, which I don't blame you. This is a little much. That's better where I thought that was going. I'm with you, but, like, yeah, people shouldn't be kicking out of that kind of shit. Oh, I think he's about to turn him around. Don't notch yourself up with him like this. Oh? Oh, I couldn't do the kip up. I'm pretty sure he just flubbed the kip up, but he made it a part of the sell. I can appreciate that.
You might want to go for that orange punch right now.
This is that urgency I've been talking about. No, Fletcher.
Kick to the arm.
It's a thrust kick right down the middle.
Oh, that hand is all screwed up and taped up. Oh, boy.
Wrenches the arm.
No. Okay.
Rolls through. He's got the
Cross the legs. Stolen. Can't win this match until you hit a double rotation moonsault too, so pile drive. Look, both players are just really good at gaming the kick out mechanic, all right? Their timing is impeccable. Yes, but I'm kind of with Lone Star now that they've opened my eyes to how much Orange Cassidy's really kicked, because there's been a few instances in his run where I've been like, that's a bit much. And in this match, there's 2 separate instances where I was like, no, I'm not okay with that. That being said, I'm not letting it take away from how good the match was overall.
It's no secret that I am a hothead around here, Renee. And you probably thought last week I acted out of emotion, but I'm here to let you know that I was in full control. Every single week, it's the same thing. I get beat up by Jay and Juice every single match. And I am sick of it. I am tired of it. And if no one here is going to do anything about it, I am going to take matters into my own hands because I have nothing to lose anymore. This Sunday at the Blackjack Battle Royal, I am refocusing my energy on winning the international title because guess what? Guess what I can do to 2 guys? I can do to 20 men. And that
There it is. that hit piercing voice. And there it is. In the pose. Oh my, right? I'm gonna.
That hurts like hell when you're trapped up there like that.
You think you're done with us? You think you're done with Bullet Club Gold? Absolutely not! No, Ricky, we're having too much fun making your life a living hell, so we're gonna keep having fun. See you around, sweet boy Rick.
Well, still to come tonight, Chris Jericho and Adam Cole will sign the contract for their
And he was hurt too. Yeah, Lone Star. That's the thing, right? Like, I feel like he needs to be, at this point, the bangers kind of have to slow down for the sake of him skirting out before he takes too much damage because he's hurt. That the whole point of him being hurt is to eventually set up a challenger who beats him because he isn't 100%. That he might otherwise have been able to beat while he was 100%, you know? And my running theory is Miro is going to be the one who dethrones him. And if Miro is the one who dethrones him, I don't want the implication being that Orange Cassidy could have beat him 100%, because in my opinion, you should book Miro stronger than that. You should book Miro be able to defeat. Not at all. Nas one's friend. Thank you much. Yes, I'm coming up on my 50-0. I'm ready for it. Just a little bit. But yes, I actually am probably gonna have some pizza tonight. I realize that I haven't had much lately. Because my record, if I'm not mistaken, is the same as it was last Rampage. Miro actually makes too much. That's what I'm saying. Like, Miro, like, the fact that he was in the inaugural title match made me think, I'm like, well, this is Miro's title. He's here to win this championship and then move forward. And that's not what happened. And I was just like, why? So surely that's where we're going to eventually end up, right? And then we didn't. So it's like, and I'm sad Dream Pizzas don't count as a record. You know what? Same, because I would be like 72-0 right now. Unless I had a nightmare, then I'd probably be defeated because it would have been like the pizza too large to conquer, you know? I'm scared the one day I end up putting myself in a situation where I'm eating a pizza that's too big and I cannot defeat it. And it's like, that's my loss. Because it counts. I say 10-inch, a 10-inch pie or bigger. If I end up having a 16-inch pie one day and I can't finish it by myself, that's a loss. The thing is, Austin, what's a champion without a division, right? If I had thought about it a little bit more going into 2023, I would have made this like a Discord-based thing, like everybody have a pizza record kind of thing, you know, but that's something we can do for 2024. Because even that, like, how would you determine, like, title matches, you know? Who eats the pizza the quickest? That's, yeah, I don't know. A championship has always made it a little bit of a hazy concept. It's mostly just a gag thing. Kind of like the upper third. Sometimes I make it be more literal, trivial facts. Other times it's just like, the Atlantic cow gets his nibble. Hell yeah, fam. But if that's not full pizza, did you hear the big news? I mean, depends on what.
Back to Dynamite live on TBS, and right now, let's hear from one of the participants in this Sunday's Four Pillars four-way main event. Jungle Boy.
Is your handsome, just? Yes. Got him. No, I have not. Something happened on Twitter. Yo!
I used to drive down here with my buddies to wrestle at a little casino down the street.
I just saw it.
Down here during one of the most difficult times of my entire life.
Hell yeah.
The first Double or Nothing. Last year after Double or Nothing, I drove home with Christian Cage in the car next to me, and I had no idea that a few weeks later my world would be turned upside down. And every single time I make that drive, I'm a little bit different than the time before.
Put it on the Discord.
One thing is always
Shout
the
out,
same.
Jesse.
And that is the feeling that I get when I stand inside of that ring.
Yeah, dude.
That ring has given
Oi,
me purpose.
oi.
That ring has let me be the man that I want to be. That ring has let me live the life that I choose to live. And on Monday morning, when it comes time to drive back home over that very same road, I'm going to do it as the AEW World Champion.
Will we
So
have
you
a new
say.
AEW World Champion after
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. For real, dude. That's so hype. I'm so glad that they're set in stone here because they're doing stuff with New Japan, but I don't believe they're actually signed by New Japan. So they're finally signed by AEW and Ring of Honor. You best believe that they're going to be a mainstay and presence on Ring of Honor from here on out. Hell yeah, they're being right. Thank you, Jesse. I appreciate that so much. You saw it yesterday when you tuned into the 2K stream, which yes, I did make unlisted for those of you who might have tried to look for the VOD. But yes, I did put. I drew up all the Discord reactive images for everybody, and I kind of did that in a haste because I was just like I felt the desire to do so, so I hit it. Mickey James, not kicks. Mick James. ¿Por qué? I'm an Aussie sports and wrestling fan. That's awesome to hear. Yeah, no, stuff like that. I've always personally stuff. I've never assumed to be a general group thing. I always look to individuals because that's just how people are. You know. Wait, do I have a react thing? Nah. Do you have a react thing? I'm sorry. How do you feel about Jordan Grace losing to kicks? Oh, Mickey James. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh. That was unfortunate. It was, but Mickey James, she's a true legend, and I know Jordan was over the moon to work with her, whether or not it meant putting her over. I just saw. Hey, Jackie, how goes it? I do. It's going well for me, personally. Day came around for me.
Because you politicked your way there. But the bottom line is, every step of the way, you've outsmarted us.
you're smart. You're smart with what you do, and I can't take that away from you. You're good. But more importantly, you get lucky.
That's hilarious.
Sunday, double or nothing, your luck runs out.
Tony was like, "Oh yeah, watch this, Fightful." Speaking of, I'm gonna check Fightful Select.
You attach your name. You attach your name to the greatest tag team in the world today, and I don't blame you. I don't blame you, Jeff. 'Cause I'd probably do the same.
Fightful Select reported in an hour, and that's hilarious. Wow. There's a lot of moving parts in this like
The head of the tag team
last hour or so.
is gonna be a couple of regions
Wow.
from TNA.
Really?
Ain't gonna happen. After
Yeah, that's hilarious. Yes.
After Double or Nothing, you might want to make a call to the Queen of the Mountain.
Happy for
Make
us,
sure
the
you got
Open.
some job secured. Oh,
I feel bad that I'm so caught up on this during this promo.
I don't mean your bitch of a wife, Karen.
Shots.
I mean Dixie
Nobody is ever away from Billy Bird. Sky boy. Oh, top guy's not out quite yet. Dynamite has been awesome thus far, Jackie. We only really had the opener, but it was a banging match. Even if the psychology was a little too much in Orange Cassidy's favor. Orange Cassidy's looking really strong in terms of booking.
The special guest referee.
Listen, Mark Briscoe, from what I
But now we got an FTR promo in regards to the tag title match
know him,
for this Sunday.
headed guy. I think he's perfect for being the referee here.
Listen, Mark, I know you're mad. You have every reason to be, but listen to me.
Reach for the pie, boy.
You look stupid.
The pie in the sky, boy.
Three times, we went to hell and back with you and your brother. And this year, we'll go to hell
Mark
and
Smith.
back for you.
Oh, yes, the reflex pile driver.
No doubt, boys. We are brothers.
He got busted open, I think.
That's why I got to know Dax. What was that pile driver all about, man?
Listen, okay. I couldn't see. I meant to pile drive one of those assholes, you know. I didn't mean to pile drive you. I
His
apologize.
ass, Briscoe. Kick his ass, Briscoe Dust.
Listen, I love you. I love your family, but I'm not gonna let you disrespect me on television. Shake my hand like a man.
Why you gonna be like that? No, I've never been about people's.
Holy smokes! Whoa! Cash, that's unbelievable.
Did you read my message? No, I did not. But I.
Dax was blinded when that pile driver happened. Yeah, of course he was. But I could
In that sus moment.
pissed off.
What, they kissed? That's not a sus moment, my dude. I mean, well, the storyline itself was about kind of like stalkerish, but
Gotta be loving this. Hold on, wait.
LGBTQ pride, my dude.
Between whoa, Jared just got put there on Sanjay.
Oh. Mark Briscoe's fed up with every fucking body. Okay. How dare you try to hug him?
Damn about none of these clowns. You're my boy. and You know that. But I'm getting tired of this bullshit.
Where's?
Well, he just laid it out.
Oh, where he licked the hand. Oh, I had no. Honestly, what? When she licks her hand? That's weird. He's putting everybody in their place before the pay-per-view. Right? Mark Briscoe laying down the law. I'm about it. Also, Satnam is Drip King. He is in quite the suit.
Thanks so much, guys. I'm here with
Lone Star, you peeped that suit?
Now, as much as I would love to have absolutely nothing to do with MJF, he did ask me to relay a message to you that the offer still stands if you were to lay down in the main event of Double or Nothing in that Pillars 4-way matchup.
Ah.
Still receive that handsome.
Oh, that's awesome. Hell yeah.
You know, Max, I know you're gonna watch this. So you know what?
I'm glad, Lone Star. That's lame, Jesse.
I'm not gonna lay down for you. This might be a
Like Sammy Guevara.
boy, but you can't buy everything. And Sammy Guevara
That was mean.
is not for sale. I never would have got here if I was. My whole life, people tried to buy me out of my dreams. I had old bosses offer me promotions. They offered me more money.
But to get all that, they said I had to live in the real world and grow up. And Renee, you know what I told those old bosses? It's the same thing I'm going to tell you right now.
Really, Jesse?
You can shove that offer right up your ass because I am living
I'm glad
in the
it's
real
working for
world.
somebody.
And now that kid is all grown up. And not only did I make it as a professional
I'll mention in a
wrestler,
second.
but now I am the man who's going to take the AEW World title from you.
Sammy Guevara going to be fighting tooth and
I'll take on. Yes, Ty Mello is awesome. I've loved her since her early NXT days. Not working for you?
coming up next. Our second
Yes and no, right? Part of me. Okay, so what's disqualifications are enforced? Dealer's choice. What's the dealer's choice going to be? Sammy's eyes were super red. I believe it. He's really. The travel can get to you. Lack of sleep can get to you.
rule tonight, chosen by the opponents. It is one man in the ring, one man out for each side. No tags necessarily required. Wow, that's
Oh, effectively Lucha tag rules. I love her. Yeah, she's awesome. But for Sammy Guevara's, the thing is, I wish the crowd would have lent him a little bit more favors. But the thing is, a lot of fans are very much not trying to like Sammy Guevara right now, and they're trying to really make. They're not. I wouldn't say make, but they're really trying to lean into babyface Sammy Guevara. And I feel like there's still a few steps that need to be taken before they can really get there. I don't think the verdict's out, but I do think they need to do more work in like making him a more likable character again.
Trios Championship. Approaching the ring at a total combined weight of 745.
No, they didn't actually call it Lucha Rules. I called it that. So that's a mistake on my part. They just simply said one man in the ring, others out. No tags are necessary to make. It's House of Tattoos, except for Buddy, right?
coming up next here on Dynamite. And stick with us in picture.
It's the House of Ink. Pans to Brody. Pans to Malachi. Pans to Buddy Murphy, who then lifts up a pen. The Lucha tag rules minus the CML. 2 out of 3 fall. Yeah. But good shot, Jesse. I completely forgot about the 2 out of 3 falls, so I'll have to wash my use of the Lucha rules term. Oh, I didn't see your first message about Lucha rules, Craig. I see now. Okay. Yay, Malikia. I know you meant to say Malachi, but I like Malikia. Oh, really? I don't know. I don't know Lucha for shit, y'all. That's y'all's jurisdiction.
How would a goat head fit over a human head?
Well, if it's a rounded head, they have round heads. The guy's got a
Yeah. I'm in the galaxy. I'm on my own.
Wouldn't that be kind of logical?
You're all good. It's still honey.
At the end of the year, teaming with Top Flight to
Hey.
win that Three Kings $300,000 Christmas Casino Royale.
Nailed it. Thank you. You get a lot of practice with that one. $100,000.
I get that, Jesse.
Blake Christian, all heart Blake Christian, and this team plays to the
I could definitely. I mean, I know very little about both, but I would definitely say that my knowledge
3 men in the locker room can form a trio.
for like Bureau wrestling and Japanese wrestling is more extensive than my Lucha knowledge. That's for sure.
Mental League known by
I guess. Okay, that's a fair point, Austin. Ink by extension.
Dorada, a man who made his name on the biggest stage in Mexico City at Arena Mexico. And the rules for this match, the dealer's choice rule, definitely favor a Lucha Libre influenced team, Taz.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
I like that lighting
You know, he understands. I mean,
over the crowd. That's even cooler than last week. Should I say?
coming up, can flow right into this. So House of Black's got to be wary.
I'd love to see that, Jesse. That would be like me. That was like me watching through the '90s, you know. So I would love to see you subject yourself to that and see how long you last before you tap out.
I'm thinking that's the way they want to approach it. The House of Black.
You don't have to do it like a stream or anything. Just like test yourself, see how much you can endure.
Definitely with the mental edge and the experience edge coming.
Oh my God, the Muppets guest hosting Raw. That was awesome. Santino every week. Oh, it was so great when Santino was doing his little challenge honky tonk records gimmick.
The AEW World Trios Championship is on the line in our next contest on Dynamite. The House of Black looking to defend.
Yeah, I agree, Jackie, but that's coming from me who grew up and into it. So I think it's a little bit more appreciable by somebody like me as opposed to Jesse, who grew up literally on the Attitude Era and Ruthless Aggression Era. Guest host GMs? No, anonymous GM, bro. We're starting off with Buddy and Blake. Let's go. These two guys are going to be moving at like 3 times speed. Haha, right? Me and Jackie on the same page there.
One man in, one man out of the ring. It doesn't necessarily have to be by a tag.
Did a flippy-do. Oh, yeah.
Thanks for coming. That knee strike just about knocked his rear end out.
Okay, well, one of them can come in now. Yep, there you go.
He's a stud, man. You just take a look at him.
But there you see, no tag by Metalik. It was one man out. And now inside with the hook on Ronis takes down Buddy
Oh,
Matthews.
there goes Buddy. And here comes Malachi. Come on, Metalik. You did it. Ha ha! Nice, right into the kitchen sink. I appreciate that. This is going to create for a fun dynamic. And amazing how the gimmick has to do with rules. And how that has enhanced the experience. I can see some people liking the other lighting better. Being more simplistic with just the spotlight. I still like this, though. Ooh. He wasn't going to let Cassidy slip away. Christian slip away there. Spunk belt? What? Who? I'm sorry if I'm not typing and playing. No, you're all good, Austin. I appreciate you, though. Just lurking is still awesome, but I appreciate how much you're willing to be involved. Big shout out to you, dude. That's not an AEW related message, but Gunther needs a hunk of meat right before he beats the rookie. He just beats the shit out of Generic Hockey. Yes, Jesse, I'm with you on that one. Brad. Oh, spunk belt, Brad. No, I'm pretty sure you can get away with saying that on YouTube, actually. Twitch, funny enough, has more default banned words than YouTube does. The white stuff. Cum. Sorry about the cum stuff. He just reminded me of one of my favorite Wrestle Talk lines. Nice shotgun drop card. Coom. It's gonna make me coom. I also try to not say that word too much. Oh, nice catch from... Oh my gosh. Blake Christian had to put a little extra stank on it. Oh no, don't worry about them. It sucks as they picked rules that pretty much set them up for this turn around into getting hit. Oh. It's more of a standoff here, though. Don't even worry about it, Craig. It's fun. I'll see you later, future WWE World Heavyweight Champion Long. You best believe I shall be them. Long Nedu. But yeah. If you headed out, Jesse, you take care, fam. Thank you so much for swinging by. What words are banned? Any words you want, actually. Like, I have a few banned words on my channel in chat that I'm not going to mention, just because I don't want to encourage it. But it does help, because a lot of hate bots won't come through on the simple fact that they can't pull off what they're trying to pull off. Nice imploding senton. I can't believe I just talked over that. That was incredible. Oh, can I get these two on one-on-one, please? Yeah, that would be a great one-on-one match, right? I wish I was a hate bot. No, you don't, and I hope you are. I hope you never aspire to be one. Because believe it or not, it is attainable by you. It is attainable by real-life humans. You see it in most Twitter users. That stomp had him dead, and he waited to cover. He locked. Yo, shout out to Buddy. Twitter is a cesspool, and I love. Right, it really is a. I have a very toxic relationship with Twitter. Oh my gosh, he hawked it. Well, I forget what Rhea Ripley calls it, but that's the move that Rhea's been using lately. He's got Metalik and a knee bar. Oh, that gum went flying that time. And the look from Buddy is like, yeah, do it again. Oh no, Blake, you poor lad's about to get darbied. Inverted clover leaves. That's not what she calls it, but yeah, that's what it is. She calls it like the prism lock, the prism lock. There we go. The prism, there it is. Thank you, Cam. Also, welcome, Cam. How goes it, fam? Doesn't everybody have a toxic relationship with Twitter? You know what? Most do have. Shout out to Mommy Ripley, right? Lance Arch. What's about Lance Archer? The person I fought about. I met the person who fought in the TNT finals. Oh, you met Lance Archer? Yo, that's awesome. I hear he's an awesome guy. Jesse's worked with him. Jesse's got thrown around by Lance Archer before. Will all three tap? It kind of did, Lone Star, from the looks of it. The official tap was from Metalik, but that was a great visual where they kind of all three beat their opponents. It was a very definitive victory. House of Black is on a dominant run. No, I mean, yeah, I have a type. Who's Jesse? Jesse Chapman, who was just here in the chat. Longtime friend of mine. He's actually a co-founder of WatchMania with me. Now off doing his own thing with WrestleWorld. Twitch.tv/WrestleWorld.
Objectives this week.
The GOAT.
BCC. Number one, tonight, Claudio, Yuta, they win the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles and take Tag Team Wrestling to a whole new level. Objective number two is this Sunday at Anarchy in the Arena when we end the Elite. We are the best in the world. And I don't say that lightly. I don't say that because it sounds cool. I'm not trying to sell you anything. And when I say that,
BCC on top.
Doesn't shake. I say that because that is the standard we set for ourselves every single day and every single time we step foot into the ring. And fans open their pockets and they part with their money and their time to watch the greatest sport in the world. We do the job the way it's meant to be done. And there is nobody in this world better at it than us. This is the major leagues, kids. And at this level, only one thing matters. Are you willing to stand in the line of fire? Are you willing to step up to the plate and deliver when it counts? This Sunday, it's going to count. And this Sunday, the BCC will deliver. Anarchy in the Arena. In a storm of violence, we will stand calm, ready, take aim, and fire. And you will see the difference between professionals and amateurs.
Mr. Juicy, the GOAT, the Swiss Superman, and Lad. Not even the Lad, just and Lad. Also,
But coming up next here on Dynamite, we will hear from the AEW World Champion MJF ahead of Double or Nothing.
we Lad Huda. Damn, tried that, man. Alrighty, y'all. I'm gonna step away really quick. I'll be back in about 2 minutes or so. Just a moment. Alrighty. Just gonna cut that off really quick. And back over here I go. Oh, and I think I came back just at the perfect time too. Dope. Question is that battle? Yes, it is an 80s rendition of the Battle Cry, the instrumental to Battle Cry, which is Kenny Omega's theme. Hell yeah, we love to hear that.
Oh, brother.
Come on, Spence. Of course, MJF gets mic time. Everyone else gets a pre-tape or a backstage interview. He just... Oh. Wow. Okay, time for a Craig bathroom break. Where's Craig? Damn, that legitimately popped. That pops Taz. Nobody's going... Wow. I'm so sorry, my cat.
Someone get Shivani a beach towel, dry him off.
I hit my fucking pause. That was hilarious. My play pause. Savage. AEW Fight Forever. Yes, it does, Chris. It's gonna be fire, and I'm gonna cop it right away.
I feel like I want Sammy Guevara to keep shoving his tongue out until it goes into a light socket. I feel like I want Darby Allin to have his wish granted of climbing Mount Everest with his shoelaces untied. I feel like I want Jungle Boy Jack Perry to get thrown into an echo chamber and be forced to speak. That way he could bore himself to death.
Dude. Rough.
Disgusting low-life pores. I'm intelligent. I am fully aware of how important and monumental this matchup is heading into this Sunday. The four of us, the main event of the pay-per-view for a world title. A lot of people like to throw around the word homegrown. Well, it doesn't get more homegrown than us. We have been here since day one, and unlike some of your faves, we didn't have the cheat code of being on national television prior. 4 years ago, you people didn't know who we were. 4 years later, we have beaten the best this sport has to offer. 4 years
It's crazy.
later, we have given you the best matches and the best moments in the history of this company. We aren't just a part of AEW. God damn it, we are AEW.
Solid.
However,
And here was where we heal up.
I don't want to be anymore, to be perfectly honest. To be honest,
The intensity, right, Jackie?
here. I'm kind of sick of this place. I'm sick of the lack of competition. I'm sick of the lack of competency. And most of all, I am sick of the AEW fans not showing me the respect I so greatly deserve. And Tony Khan knows that. Tony Khan also knows Daddy's contract's coming up. Oh, you guys don't like when I bring that up. It makes you upset, right? Well, facts are facts. You think
He does have a young Jericho vibe.
I find myself wrestling 3 other men, and I don't even
This is a fair point. Fair point, Hex.
Huh? Tony Khan and all of you are hitting the panic button because you desperately want somebody to take the triple B off of me, don't you? Yeah? Is that right? Well, guess what? Guess what? You
should be worried, because I just may take my ball and go home.
Greg.
Because this is my ball. I earned this ball. I took this ball, and I have run with it faster than anyone can keep up around here. And this Sunday, you people are going to find out, yes, the three of these men are supremely talented. But much like the rest of this roster, none of them are on the level of the devil.
Rough.
We've heard from 3 of the 4 pillars.
I can understand that. Was one by.
Match, Darby Allin, microphone in hand.
Was one by.
Seems like we won't have to wait long
Yeah.
to hear from the fourth.
I get you. Bro, talk includes Melody 6. I hear liars. Oh, you want the brave kept secret that never. Man, why you gotta cut his music like that? It's like the best part about him.
Darby, I'm glad you came out here in your cute little stilts, but I'm a little busy. You got something to say to my face, huh?
Max, I've lost a lot in this life. A lost. But I never lost
think
my
my ball
mind.
go
I
home.
know exactly who Darby Allin is and where
No, he's been calling himself the devil for a while.
That wasn't the case. Back in 2011,
I'll explain it in a
I
sec.
graduated high school in Seattle, and everybody told me, play it safe. Don't expect much in life. And I listened to those people.
But it is a playing off a CM Punk thing.
Working at the 99-cent store cleaning toilets. And this one life I have isn't meant to be spent cleaning toilets. It's meant to be spent as a professional wrestler. So I moved from Seattle to Atlanta, and I started living in my car. Long nights in that car, I used to talk to myself, and I always said, you do not deserve to leave this car until you make it as a professional wrestler. And then AEW came and saved my sanity.
Yeah.
Because this company
No, I get you,
gives me
but it's
something.
there was more
It
after
lets
that.
me live the way I want to live inside this ring and outside. For example, no other company is going to let me skateboard with Tony Hawk. No other company is going to let me take a car and jump over my house with Travis Pastrana. Hell, even next year I am climbing Mount Everest. I am not a moldable puppet. You cannot create me. I am me.
Self.
Face of AEW, to become the face of AEW, I need to become world champion. This Sunday at Double or Nothing, I am taking your championship. And I might even do it
Gotta
with
plug
a
the celebrities.
takeover.
Yes. Every fucking time. I'm so tired of it. In a good, like, from a fan perspective, I'm not like, look at this, here comes Guevara. Maxwell jubbly kicker.
Rocking a hard place here, Taz.
Yep. Jungle Boy Jack Perry. Oh, trying for the. Yeah. And Jack Perry taking the champ off his feet.
Part of me wanted him to kick MJF in the dick.
The world champion MJF's got to beware of.
Because that's an interesting angle they've been telling with Jungle Boy here.
Opponent for MJF. It is
We got the belt, Jack! And there it is.
leave the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas as AEW World Champion. Is that a shot of our future, Tony?
I think it is. I really think it is. I think Jungle Boy right now is wrestling his best. I originally thought Darby.
Got kicked in the jubblies.
The odds are stacked against the champion.
So yeah, but it was brought back up in the MJF feud, in the MJF Punk feud, and when MJF returned at All Out last year, he came back with that devil mask, And of course, even with Punk being out and stuff, they still kept on. He still kept up with his devil worship. Devil, he is the devil, and all of the people that were cheering for him, he called devil worshippers, which was both a way to get them to stop cheering for him and a way to play off of that angle. And he's bringing that back here. Which, yes, I figure you know a lot of that. MJ, yeah, a lot. I see a lot of people wanting Darby to win, and MJF is looking like he will. If Jungle Boy won, that would be epic.
With an 80-pound steel ladder in his hands,
Ooh.
did a lot of dirty things. Nothing compares to what's going to happen to you two in about 4 days. Oh, ironic, 4 days.
You get that?
Oh, look, he did do the thing.
Taz, I mean, Wardlow, a 3-time TNT champion, but you were there for Christian Cage, I mean, making his career in ladder matches.
He's unbelievable at it. And that's the thing. It's a tall order dealing with Christian Cage regarding furniture, especially ladder. I think Christian is
Hey,
really do. And I think for all the reasons you were talking about, Taz.
it's time. At the top of the hour as well? Hell yes. Ain't no stopping me. Ain't no stopping me. Hey, what's up, Riley?
Valkyrie will be challenging Jade
Thanks,
Cargill
Chad.
this Sunday at Double or Nothing for
Yeah,
the TBS
loca.
Championship. And this time,
She looks like she's more about her business this evening.
the road to Valhalla, Taya Valkyrie's finisher will be allowed in this matchup.
And I applaud that. Jade comes in at 60-0. 60-0.
Can Taya Valkyrie be the one in 60-1, Taz?
Well, we shall find out. I like Taya's chances, to be frank. I mean, she's been in the ring before with the TBS champion. I don't know. I like her chances in this thing come Sunday.
Yo, Lady Frost getting an entrance as well. I'm so happy about this. Yes, Hex has been so hyped about this match on the Discord for the last day or so.
Seen her compete on Dynamite.
Making her 2023 debut here in AEW. Shout out to her. Yes. I rewatched that. Well, I shouldn't say rewatched, but I eventually got around to watching that show on Sunday. Oh, man. Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor is a great watch. If you're just about good wrestling in some way or not.
Background, so very athletic. And she's put together, as you can see here. So, Shivani, she's going to be a tough task right now for Taya. She has wrestled in Mexico, a 5-year veteran. I like what she brings to the ring. I think she has a chance to be a real big star here in AEW as well as in ROH. Well, speaking of ROH, Excalibur, you know, Lady Frost, she trained in the ROH dojo in 2018, honed her craft there before making her debut.
Yeah, and you mentioned her gymnastics background.
Both of these ladies are very crisp. The fact that they were given top of the hour as well tells me that they're going to be getting some time, and I'm happy for that.
The demanding training regimen. As Taya Valkyrie now looking for the lateral press. Lady Frost kicks out, and both women here wrestling as a stalemate. Lady Frost knows what an opportunity this is for her tonight on Dynamite, but Taya Valkyrie,
Doesn't Lady Frost have a little bit of an international experience as well?
Frost,
1 hour late, but another one.
very uncomfortable position here in the early goings.
Yeah, Taya is very quick.
You may have been. We were all like, what was that? So if you feel like that may have been a hint to something, I wonder what you feel like it may have been a hint towards. Okay. Nice little roll forward. But she just sends her rolling by her hair. This is what really got me there.
Taya Valkyrie, of course, no stranger to competing in Mexico as well. That's really where she grew to the heights she is today as a competitor. And she could be the next TBS champion this Sunday, live at Double or Nothing on pay.
Rough. Oh my goodness. What a job. She's trying to wake this crowd up, and not for nothing, they should wake the fuck up. I don't think that's a hint at CM Punk, but it can be seen as one. I'm sure they'll start dropping hints at Punk. Just as Hex pointed out with MJF mentioning, well, referring to himself as the devil. That's that dates back to his feud with Punk. Oh, nice! Caught her in the cartwheel. Specifically during the Orange Cassidy match is what I'd find weird, you know? I feel like they'd make it a little bit more noticeable than that. Because they have, you know, they have tech issues from time to time. What an outfit.
This is blatant intimidation here. Is what
Jade just had to come out here and slay really quick.
It was the road to Valhalla. Banned from the match. That was the difference maker. Out of instinct alone, Taya Valkyrie went for it the first time she
I was kind of hoping the Lady Frost would have turned it around.
allowed Jade to counter and caught Taya Valkyrie.
Not quite.
No, exactly.
No, it's like a, no, it's a bodysuit.
God can cost you. But that right there, Lady Frost, she just got blasted.
That meteor was gnarly. Just pushing her out of the ring.
Up the ramp at the champion.
Cat suit. There you go.
messages back and forth, and why not? If she
Devin has the same humor as me. I love misspells and like grammar flub ups because like they just sound so funny when said in earnest. And half the time I'm the one doing them. It's a real laugh at myself thing that I learned once upon a time.
Top of the ramp, the TBS champ can hear it.
there you go. How about Lady Frost firing back here? Ooh, man, she caught her with that one.
I flub very often.
Section returns Lady Frost.
Maurice, you know what's weird? This is the first. Really?
Much to come tonight.
I'm trying to think because I've seen it before for sure, but I can't remember the last time. Who else I've seen do it?
You can join us
Definitely in the Divas era. I've seen it.
this Sunday on Fight TV, YouTube.
No worries, Craig. That's not as uncommon of a thing. They always say that that's the way you should type is not without it's not looking at the keyboard, but it's a surprisingly difficult thing to do. Nice. What a combination from Frost.
You're right, Taz. And I'm telling you,
Dope, Devin. Yeah, do share.
Lady Frost making the most of this here ahead of Taya's
That's crazy that was even a thing, yeah, Greg. But yeah, What-
oh, look at this, man. Look at the rapid fires.
those things. Yeah, right, Jackie. That's where I'm at. I'm like, what? That's a thing.
Yeah, man, we have a
It's gonna be a long week.
great time to be a
That's
fan.
dope.
Lady Frost it is always is.
They were really struggling back and forth off that. I think that might have been a bit of a miscommunication there. Oh, okay. We're coming back from commercial.
AEW Dynamite back live.
Whoa!
Taya Valkyrie inside the ring with Lady Frost. Taya will be challenging that woman, Jade Cargill, for the TBS Championship this Sunday at Double or Nothing. But Lady Frost
Okay.
may have something else to
The crowd woke up for that. Thank you.
Here's Lady Frost.
Yeah, highly athletic. Right now, you see Jade Cargill in the middle there, the TBS champ. She's rooting on Lady Frost. The senton in the corner.
Oh, yeah?
Open the door for Lady Frost, who is up to the top.
Nice corkscrew. No worries, Craig. No worries. I always want to say Craig because your last name. No worries, X.
Valkyrie capitalizing on the opening. Yeah, she's not able to get that cover, though. Taya, not able to get that cover. She's still recovering here. But that spear definitely.
Yeah, I feel like the cuts can be less frequent. We don't need to see Jade this much during the match. This is reminding me of the MJF looming over the one match experience. I'm trying to remember which match it was.
You got to say something there, Excited?
DraftKings is an official partner of AEW, and tonight anyone can play free for $25,000 in DraftKings AEW Double or Nothing pool. Download the DraftKings app, use promo code Dynamite when you sign up, and play free tonight.
Yeah, how about that for teamwork up here? Man, and look at this.
Taya underneath and sits out.
Nice.
Frost 1, 2, and no. Frost kicking out.
A little bit of a spin out power bomb there.
For Jade Cargill to watch on.
You know, there's a lot of
Jade with just the stoic.
suit, and then you have
Yes.
obviously
That was great.
TBS
No, I'm with you, Jade. I'm with you now, Jackie. It is pretty funny. Curb stomp.
by Taya Valkyrie. She's got to be it, I think. And just get
Oh, so one of her lashes fell off, and that makes her look kind of manic there in that shot. I was actually pretty dope. I want to create a meme of them clapping. Just
I think maybe Jade's taking her off her game and taking Taya off her game a little bit.
Taya turning her attention upstage to Jade Cargill, and that allowed Lady Frost to hit the
apparently TK paid for Mark damage to surgery.
to the ropes. Frost coming.
That's wild. If that really happened, that's amazing. TK is an incredible dude in that regard. Reminds me of when I heard about how Jericho paid for Garcia's medical bills when he got into that accident years ago. There we are.
Taya Valkyrie covers 2 and 3.
Winner of this match, Taya Valkyrie.
Yeah. And then start going round and stuff.
Valkyrie with the win tonight. Will that be the story this Sunday at Double or Nothing? When Taya Jade Cargill for the TNT
That's actually crazy.
Taya become the 1 in 60 and 1 in the career of Jade Cargill and Mark Sterling. Trying to preach patience. You only have to wait 4 more days until Double or Nothing this Sunday.
Please let Taya win.
General Manager Tony Khan for an important announcement about Collision.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be here tonight where it all began for AEW. Right here at the MGM Grand, right here in Las Vegas. And it's very fitting that we're here tonight where it all began to make an announcement about the start of a new beginning for AEW. AEW Collision starting June 17th on TNT. Last week we announced some of the cities for our opening tour with events coming up in Toronto, Hamilton, Regina, Calgary, and Newark. But what we haven't announced yet is the location for the very first AEW Collision. The first episode of AEW Collision will take place Saturday, June 17th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central on TNT from the United Center.
There it is, United Center, Chicago.
Great show, and I'm sure you are too. It's gonna
You
be
hear this crowd?
a lot to look forward to this weekend at AEW Double or Nothing. I'll see you this weekend. Back to you guys.
Wow, a blockbuster announcement by Tony Khan.
Of course, it's Chicago. Well, you see, Jackie, that's exactly it. It was supposed to be months and months ago. The United Center was booked for what was supposed to be the first episode of Collision. Never officially announced. This was just what was reported. But they started holding back last week because there were some issues with Punk that arose. I talked about it a lot on the Gablash that I did last Saturday. Oh yeah, they're not running the Chicago. They're not running United Center without Punk. In fact, I was just listening today. It turns out that Punk was sent some legal papers in regards to like some no slander clauses, essentially, that he couldn't run down. I was hoping for Antarctica. That would actually be fucking wild. I'm not gonna lie, Lone Star. To run any wrestling show in Antarctica would be nuts. That's awesome. So yeah, there's some legal papers sent Punk's way to sign to effectively prevent him from doing what he did at the Scrum again without legal repercussion. Better be for the Christmas special, right? AEW in Budokan Hall. Holy shit! Wow, that's a cut. That's a deep cut. Wow. I wonder what's going on with that crowd right about now. That crowd's probably really feisty, to say the least. Young Buck versus Coco Man in Chicago would blow the house down. Yeah, it would, but I know that he would never work with Colt. There ain't no way he'd ever... Yeah. Yeah, but the thing about that is that would have been such a big deal. They wouldn't just do that for, like, the first Collision. They would do something like... They would want to run, like, Full Gear in Japan or something like that. For the sake of capitalizing on the all-in hype. Wow. Chicago... I mean... So this Punk situation... I know there's quite a few people in the community that do not want to see it happen. Yes, no, you like the crowd was so divided. They like some people were like there were people who were hyped, there were people who were like stirring, there were people who were booing. It was a very mixed reaction. to it, because AEW's fan base is pretty smart. They're up there in their dirty sheets. The most of us are, so they know that this was bound to happen if Punk was coming back. If not, they probably would have just announced another Canada location or LA, like Jackie suggested on Jesse's server earlier. Because I think that is a good idea. Should I app it on the Discord? Maybe we can go see it since he's local, right? Maybe. It all depends on how things work out for him. Road double. We're on the road double. And then there were people who were just shocked. Yeah. Man, is that here in an Adam Cole shirt? I fucks with that shirt.
Hangman Adam Page, we know it's going to be the Elite against the BCC, Anarchy in the Arena Sunday at Double or Nothing. But my question for you is this: what is the status of your friendship with the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega?
It's funny, Alex, that you use that word because, you know, I think that Nick and myself used to be best of friends, but for me and Kenny,
Great shout, Devin.
it was always different. You know, I don't know that we were ever really friends, certainly not best friends, but after everything that we've been through, I think I've come to realize that we've always been something more than that, something more important, and that's family. And family sticks together no matter where life takes them. And this Sunday, it takes us to Anarchy in the Arena. And on the lead up to this Blackpool, they have taken from us. They nearly took my eye. They took Matt's arm. They took Nick's shoulder. And I ain't mad about it, but somehow they managed to cost Kenny Don. But the price, Blackpool, that you've run up with us is too high. And this Sunday, you pay it in blood. I'll see you then.
Yeah. That's my guy. Contract signing time. You know, I would love to see an AEW show in there, but I'm not sure if I'd want it to be Collision. You know, I feel like they'd have to do a special there or something like that. Because that venue can only hold like 400 to 1,000 people or something like that, right? Yeah, I don't know, I'm torn. I think that would still be a great first venue. That's a really good shout. Okay, after this, I imagine we're going to get the Strong Garcia match. That makes sense. It's all kind of tied together. 3-time Ring of Honor World Champion. I appreciate that they note that. You know it's all about the ball. Yeah, Garcia. You gotta put them dukes up. That is fair, Craig. And I'm with you there on the size, but I feel like Devin might be more so getting it just like the mystique of it, you know? In a similar way that Jackie was referencing the ECW arena. Because that's got a certain mystique to it as well. Hey, they're gonna hit us.
And now his opponent on Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Jericho.
Devin, it's great.
Defeated Garcia. Obviously, he was emotional. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, came to the ring. It was a celebration, but Taz, it was a celebration that Chris Jericho took personally. He thought Adam Cole
You sure it was? I think. I don't know. Maybe that last one, but they'd already done it 3 times by that point. Crowd got their fill, you know. I fucks with Garcia and the crop top. I am going like this. That's a fair point, Craig. Maybe once they've been to the UK like a half a dozen times or something, then they can explore their options like that. But when they still technically have the sides. They're not tunnels, but they are still the heel and the face side. At the top of the year, the January 4th edition of Dynamite, they launched the new layout of Dynamite with the new barricades, the new aprons, and the new screens and ramp and stuff. Shoot this in my hat. That one got yeah, Jericho. So into it. I like this. Oh, I like this hat.
First of all, we need to say that everyone has agreed to no physicality. Thank you for that, especially since emotions are running very, very high.
What's holding that up?
Is for an unsanctioned match, which means by signing this contract, AEW is not responsible for what could happen during the match on Sunday at Double or Nothing. This is a personal contract between Chris Jericho and Adam Cole. Adam?
Right, you saw that? I liked that spot. Nice little touch from Garcia there. The answer may be yes, Devin. No. Did he just say you ain't shit? Did Matt Menard just say Adam Cole wasn't shit? That was wild.
What you did, I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't process why you thought it was a good idea to have me handcuffed
Agreed, Craig.
to the bottom rope and make me watch as Britt was beaten over and over again with that kendo stick. And you directed traffic. You screamed again, again, again. Maybe, Chris, it's because you're a scumbag. Maybe it's because you're a disgusting human being. And even though you are both of those things,
I heard that.
You did it because you truly believe that you're invincible. You think you can do whatever you want, whenever you want, because you're Chris Jericho. And AEW should be thankful to have you. Well, Chris, we're going to find out how invincible you are this Sunday when I
hear someone say
living hell out of you.
I could have sworn I just heard somebody say choke on it. Or choke on that.
AEW should be thankful that this match is an unsanctioned match because the blood
Not exactly.
in their hands, it'll be on
I get what you're saying, Jackie, but not exactly.
the way I like it. I hope you know it is taking all the power inside me to not dive across this table, beat you within an inch of your life right here, right now. But I can't. So instead, let me explain exactly what's going to happen to you this Sunday. Sunday night, we're going to find out if you can walk. Because I'm going to break both your legs. Sunday night, we're going to find out if you still want to run your damn mouth because I am going to shatter your jaw. Sunday night, we're going to find out if you can write because I'm going to break your hands. So if I were you, I'd hurry up and sign the paper, bitch.
Well, I have a moment of reprieve. The reason why it's not Britt versus Jericho is because it was the outsiders, Britt's enemies, who beat her down. It was a setup by Jericho, knowing Britt would come out during his confrontation with Adam. Stop saying the B word. It is quite overused.
I ain't no bitch. I'm not from Las Vegas.
Specifically, it's overused in a very one-note manner. Welcome back, X. In the midst of a contract signing.
But before I sign, I think maybe that head injury of yours that you're out for 9 months might have affected your memory because what happened with Britt Baker and you was not the way you described it. No. I remember exactly how it happened, and I'm going to remind you right now. Roll the clip right here from Pittsburgh.
There it is.
What kind of a man? What kind of a man would allow the love of his life to get the crap kicked out of her a mere inches away from him? That was you! She got destroyed with a candlestick. You want to touch me? Touch me.
That smug ass face.
You're a coward, Cole. That proves it right there. And on Sunday, you want an unsanctioned match with me? No rules, no one can be held accountable. I'm going to knock your damn teeth down your throat. You can't beat the Ocho. You know you can't beat the Ocho. Oh, you want to end me?
You know, Jackie, I think that's still possible down the line. Might be Jericho and Saraya versus Adam and Britt.
No rules. There's 5 of us and only 2 of you.
You're right, Chris. There is 5 of you and only 2 of us. Which is why I made a little phone call to someone who lives here in Las Vegas. This is a guy that I idolized growing up. And trust me when
Oh,
I tell
okay.
you,
First, I got all hyped up.
crazier than all 5
I was like,
combined.
is Kyle O'Reilly from Las Vegas?
The Jericho Appreciation Society.
Is it Glacier?
Suicidal. Oh, no. Genocidal. No way. His name is Sabu.
No fucking way, dude.
What? Talk about reinforcements. I know that guy. You've been in a war or 50.
Oh my. What the fuck's going on? One night only at Double or Nothing. Welcome to AEW Double or Nothing One Night Stand.
Deal with. I'm telling you, you put it through hell, he keeps coming back. Jericho's shocked. I'm shocked. And Sabu will be in Adam Cole's corner this Sunday at
Young Jericho flashing back to ECW right about now. Double or Nothing Hardcore Justice. What the heck is that? Oh! Oh!
That's a brand. That's what Jericho Appreciation Society scatter.
There's Matt Menard's anti-magic field right there. Chair to the fucking face. Sabu got the drip, right? All those years of throwing himself through tables paid off. Sabu, dude. Sabu.
What a shocking turn of events. This match, this deeply personal match, somehow becoming even more
The look on Jericho's face like, the fuck are you doing here, man?
at our AEW Women's
Just about killed Daddy Magic's feelings. His feelings almost died.
That was a promise that I'd be a reigning and defending champion.
Oh no.
Full gear because you had Brit in your corner helping you. Well, I got a few friends helping me as well now.
Just punches a hair.
I will defend this title at AEW Double or Nothing. I know you're not 100% Jamie, and that's why I am going to rip your arm off the bone and eat it raw. And I will remain your AEW Women's World Champion.
Here for it. Here for it.
She's banged up. But can Toni Storm become the 2-time AEW Women's World Champion? There you see the Jericho Appreciation Society headed up
Agreed, Hex. They had a banging match at Full Gear last year.
Adam Cole's corner, along with Roderick Strong this Sunday night. Speaking of Roderick Strong, he's about to go one-on-one with Daniel Garcia of the Jericho
I believe it.
Society. Yeah, we're just gonna say
They played Adam Cole's music for about a second and a half there.
referee Stefan Smith inside the ring. He
And there we go. Garcia and Strong locking up. I had a feeling they were going to lead right into this match. This Mitch. Right after the segment.
Jericho Appreciation Society banned from ringside in this match. We should have a fair one-on-one contest.
Wait.
As Garcia
Yes, Strong. Show him
tight grip on Daniel Garcia.
he needs to be a pro wrestler to win.
Naval grip, I believe, right there. Garcia smart enough to bring his weight into his opponent, get that weight.
Imagine if Garcia gets the win on Strong, having just beaten Jericho last week in what was his singles debut in the company.
Felt the sting of it firsthand, but if you're unfamiliar with Roderick Strong's game, he is a chopping machine.
No, he is a chop machine. Excellent wrestler. So a beautiful, perfect side headlock takedown right there.
Nice, getting a little gritty with that headlock.
Really has got the head
Appreciate the
first.
little details there.
He is smart, keep his chest towards his opponent as he gets to a vertical base. Try to get out of this thing here. Guy with a good grip like Strong. Hey, been a wild night, huh, guys?
It certainly has. Tony Khan has
Well, yeah, because Punk is so polarizing right now. Nobody hears Sabu's name is like, oh shit. Is he going to cause some backstage drama? Is he the cancer to the company we keep hearing about? Live, Flora, live.
Tony Khan actually with two blockbuster announcements. First, that Aussie Open, Kyle Fletcher and Mark Davis, they are all elite. They have put pen to paper with AEW. Then his
Woof.
announcement, the first edition
What a chop. Sabu greater than Punk.
place on Saturday, June 17th at the United Center in Chicago, Illinois.
I mean, I feel like many people would be they'd have a hard time disagreeing.
Garcia now find his way through this with those body shots.
Whoa, Roderick Strong coming in hot with a boot to the jaw.
That's dope.
Don't go anywhere. We're sticking with the action in picture. Daniel Garcia, Roderick Strong. Just a one count there from
Nice.
Stephon Smith.
Melody is like, I see other kit. Felines lay dormant.
There's even a lot of emotion still left over between these two guys.
And Tony, though, how could it not
That's right, the main event is a Ring of Honor World title. That's crazy, honestly, but they're doing that.
allowed the Outcast to attack Dr. Britt?
Right here on, I could have swore it was going to be on Ring of Honor television.
But Jericho conveniently leaves out the
But still watching the TV.
handcuff to the rope. That was selectively edited.
Of course it was. Well, that's what Jericho's all about. Jericho's all Chris definitely orchestrated it, but yeah, no, it's totally, it's tough for Adam Cole to deal with this mentally.
Nice backdrop. Strong is picking apart Garcia right now.
Opportunity the way he wants it, meaning Adam Cole this Sunday at Double or Nothing. I just a caution out there to Adam Cole.
I love me a cat with personality. Like my darling, my fur baby right here on my lap. Yeah, throw him up.
Use it against you because he's a master. He really is.
Taz, this is an interesting matchup for Daniel Garcia because much like when Garcia was wrestling the American Dragon Bryan Danielson, Roderick Strong was a man who really made his career in Ring of Honor wrestling. Roddy, a former Ring of Honor World Champion, World Tag Team Champion, two-time former Ring of Honor World Television Champion, a man that Garcia...
Oh no, Jackie! I'm so sorry you were out of the room. That was such an awesome pop. Aw. I'm sad. I feel you. Big hearts to you. I'm sure you can catch the full video segment, but yeah, that moment. Sabu's so out of left field, but it's so interesting. Bet nobody had that on their bingo card.
It wouldn't surprise me at all here, Taz, as this match goes along, that there's a little bit of retribution from the JAS based on what just happened in the ring prior to this match.
Absolutely. Yeah, sure. There's no doubt. And Garcia coming in here, really putting the boots to Roddy Strong all over. Referee Stephon Smith trying to get Garcia.
Sabu really is awesome.
Yeah, he's a good referee, man.
Even old man Sabu being out there spotting Adam Cole and Roderick Strong, that's awesome. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful to see him.
Got to do better with the commentators. That's what we got to do.
That's so good.
We are just 4 days away from...
There's something who's not on mine. Didn't even know he lived in Vegas. Same. Same. What? Ah, ah.
Very awkward dance. Let's take another look. Not at the dance, at the face stomp here.
Yeah, Garcia, the curb stomp. He has Roderick Strong all tied up.
Rough.
On the base of the neck, Roderick Strong driven face first into the canvas.
Garcia all over. You got to stay on a guy like Roddy Strong. He's a tough guy.
You
And
see
it's
the
smart. Yeah.
I'm sorry, you can see the anger in the face of Daniel Garcia here.
Well, yes, if I'm Adam Cole, then that means I'm the one who invited him. What's up, Hassan? How you doing? I wish Garcia would stop dancing with no music. Why would he dance with no... Why not? Oh, shit, he popping them hips. They gotta do a hooks up. Yo. Cam out here with the real ideas. Yes.
Yes, I do. Thank you for the nightmares. Okay.
The lariat taking Garcia off his feet. Now Strong sends Garcia into the ropes. Oh, Strong powerful drop kick.
Clean.
Great drop kick right there.
On target and Roderick Strong running knee strike.
Everything he does strong with
Up
his
and face buster. We're nearing the end. Oh yeah, Greg?
Hooked and Garcia able to kick out.
Yeah, I mean, Roddy
Feel free to
Strong
post it in comedy segments.
intensity, good drive in everything he does, and force and power in all of his offensive maneuvers.
Alex Wright was better.
Likes the backbreakers.
He sure does.
Uses those to
Swapping out Bobby Fischer. So he's not only a huge upgrade, it brings down the total hate. Yes. I love this so much.
Strong and no. Garcia showing some signs of life.
Oh, the Bobby Fischer memes are goaded.
Roderick Strong trying to elevate Garcia up to the ropes. Daniel Garcia.
He's trying to get him up on the ropes. Garcia's trying too much to be a sports entertainer, though. I do apologize for my obnoxious laughs, but that was hilarious. Still looking for any kind of legend. I don't know if that's the case, Jackie, because Tony Khan isn't bringing a legend for a pop kind of guy. There's usually more to it than that. I think that they've wanted to work with Sabu for some time, and this was a good idea. This was a good time for him to be able to bring him in for something.
Garcia flattens out Roderick. 2
Is the main only going to get 15? Maybe. Yo, what's up, Michael? I saw the amount of videos you have scheduled. There's so many. Yes, sir. It's going to be a busy week of wrestling watching. That's for true. And then I decided that I'm going to do Gablash on Monday as a sort of, because I took the day off. I'm going to do Gablash on Monday as a sort of kind of like review of the weekend of wrestling type of show. Sabu is a cool name. It has history with Jericho in 98. Yeah, you know what? That's right. I wasn't even considering the history with Jericho element of it, which I thought about in the moment, but I had already forgotten. If they wanted a rando arena, how they could have Reno scum. What? Oh, there it is. End of Heartache. Got him. Shouldn't have been dancing so much, fool. Jericho versus the quote. Oh, yeah, that unsanctioned match is going to go hard. I really wish they would call it a lights out match, but I feel like they called it unsanctioned just for the sake of Jericho's nostalgia. So he's been in more, in at least one, right? Luster the Legend and Thorns. Wow, I've never heard of them, Craig. Huh.
this past weekend, AEW's Willow Nightingale made history in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
This past weekend,
Yo, shout out to Willow.
Japan Strong Women's Championship Tournament. Your girl Willow Nightingale went to the second round.
Nice,
against
Greg.
Mercedes Moné.
Everyone is on hinge for this historic moment.
And I won!
History is made!
And she earned every moment of it. And the first thing on my mind is proving to everybody just how strong I am.
She made a pun. That's just so awesome. That was, yes. Now Mercedes Moné. That was Sasha. She's been on a tear in Japan. She actually signed with New Japan. She got the highest grossing contract in New Japan history, which is unprecedented for that company. Damn it, Willow, you're too... She's way too old. That's what I was saying. Like, that little laugh afterwards was just beautiful. I definitely got to update the listing for this show. I'm going to update the listing for Rampage as well. Special Enforcer, Sabu, yeah. Man, when I only hear WB News stuff, I miss a lot. I feel you. It's hard to keep up with everything going on in wrestling right now because so much of it is like it's on a it's a revolving door in a way. You know, you have so many people moving from one place to another, while in this place they're moving up, and then in this place they're losing people and then getting people back. It's really hard to keep up with the grand scheme of the industry. That's why it's so easy to just kind of like pick a spot in pro wrestling and stick with it, like the North American scene or the Japan scene. BCC on top! I'm so glad that it's gotten over. Rip Tina Turner. Yes. Rest in peace, Tina Turner. I've personally never really like followed her in any way, but I know that she was quite the personality and she was quite loved by a lot. So rest in peace to her, and my condolences to the friends, family, and fans. Yes. I'm glad to see that echoing in other spaces as well. It's always nice when you can see compassion be so transcendent. I always remember her music and the fact that she was Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. Yo, yeah. You know, I probably have seen her in a few movies and stuff like that. She's never really a body of work that I followed in particular. But that's never me. Just because I remain largely uneducated to media as a whole is not to discount the quality of it outside of my own spectrum. Beyond Thunderdome is a guilty pleasure. That brought back memories. I haven't seen that movie in so. Well, yeah, it's looking like the main event's only going to get about 15 minutes or so. I want to say unfortunately, but realistically, that's a lot of time, especially in this day and age. The pace they work, the pace the Lucha Bros work. I just wonder if Lucha Bros are going to get a clean win, I guess. So what I hear is we need to watch Roadhouse. I'm such no worries, Craig. Sometimes I feel like I'm 27 going on 45. I heard Raw was mid. Raw was indeed mid. I can confirm. I watched it. I saw it with my own eyes. Also, really quick, I'm going to ask one more time before the end. Y'all do drop a thumbs up on this video if you haven't already. Double check just to make sure you have. Sometimes I think I do something and I don't. Maybe that may have happened. Just throwing it out there for y'all. Yeah, we always want to get a boost. We just recently hit 100 subscribers, and I'm really hoping that growth can continue. We waited until the commercial was done for the entrances. All right. It's automatically all AEW Pro. Roughly 10 hours a week, at least. Because I watch it all. I watch Raw, NXT, SmackDown, Dynamite, Rampage. I tried squeezing in Dynamite, Dark and Elevation when I could, but I was missing it in those last few weeks before it eventually got canceled. I appreciate that. Ring of Honor TK winning the war, right? Ring of Honor main events AEW. You know what? That's a great point. So yeah, there's Raw. That's 5, 7, 10. Yeah, that's 10 hours. And then on a week like this, where we're going to have a 3-hour pay-per-view, a 5-hour pay-per-view, and another 3-hour pay-per-view that I'll probably try to squeeze in at some point on Monday morning. I'm getting closer to 20 hours, really. And then there's all the wrestling podcasts I watch, which is pretty much at least one review show of each of those shows. So I watch 2 or 3 Raw reviews because a lot of them have a lot of insight slash like cathartic grievances to air. There's the NXT post show I really love and enjoy. Dynamite one is actually the one I almost watched the least of, just because of how my schedule falls. And you know, I don't always catch a SmackDown one. Oh, and then of course there's Ring of Honor. What am I saying? I'm excluding Ring of Honor. So yeah, 11. Oh, and I guess if you exclude the retros, yeah, that's going to be like 2 to 3 more hours. So yeah, I'd say on average I'm consuming about 14 to 15 hours of wrestling a week. And not for nothing, I had considered having Jesse still send me the files of where we left off when retros were a WatchaMania thing, for the sake of Talkade and the WatchaMania Control Center idea I had. But then I realized that that would be myself committing to even more wrestling that I already do. So I'm like, you know what? Now that I'm finally starting to explore myself creatively in my other avenues again, I don't want to overexhaust myself. All of them have had Ring of Honor. Yeah, yeah, shout out to you. That's a great point, Zeeb. Hell, Yuta's the only 2-time Pure champion. Let's go, Claude. Yes. BCC on top. They got to get the... I won't be mad if they won. I know there's a lot of Lucha Bro fans that'll be salty. But BCC are belt winners. That's it. I've been talking over the goat.
Do you see doing 3/4 Nelsons here? No, very rare. Extremely rare. Quarter Nelsons, 3/4 Nelsons for sure. But I'll tell you what, right now, your guys are in for their hands full. Look at their hands, I should say, with the Lucha Bros. You know what I mean, Dan? So these guys all
Duck. These lads starting off a little hectic here. Not quite sure if I don't even think we have legal men set, but the match has started. Double tope. One Suicino, one Con Hero. You love to see it. Who needs legal men when Lucha, right? I want to think that, never mind. We'll figure out the legal men once we settle it. What are we doing here? You okay, my guy? You okay, my guy? Oh, okay, we're good. We getting tornado rules? I've always thought, Hex, like since 2019, AEW, I feel like would benefit so much, or at least have a lot less criticism if their tag matches by default were tornado tag rules. Because they pretty much work them that way anyways. Yes, you lose the whole hot tag element of a tag match. You don't really need that. You can still replicate that with a properly produced match where someone's out of the mix for a little bit, but then they eventually get in and start going off, you know? Because I'm a rules buff. And that's not so much saying, like, there should always be more rules. My thing is just, if you have rules, maintain consistency with them. And they have established, they have a 10 count for the illegal guy. You almost never see a ref even counting. And it never even comes into play psychology-wise, you know? They are going off on Claudio, though. Oh, no, Yuta on the guard there. Good job. He was about to get hit with that double team package pile driver. It wasn't going to look pretty. Lifter. He did just tag in Ray. That's right. I was like, why is he pinning Ray? Sorry, y'all. I'm so extra hyped on you. I'm on my second energy drink on an empty stomach during this hype-ass main event. Counting outside. Oh, no. Counting outside happens all the time. I meant more so like illegal tag person. Like when a tag, the illegal tag team, the illegal member of the tag team comes into the match. You never really see the ref counting, even though they've said that there's a 10 count for that. For the outside ring counts, when like they're outside, that count that happens a lot, but it usually is very slow unless it's coming into play of the finish or a spot. Don't get me wrong, that could stand to be better too. I think they could stand to make that count a little bit more consistent in its own right. But I was more so just talking about illegal tag members.
Do you know how many times I've wrestled bears? You mean like a grizzly bear or the football team? No, black bears. Okay.
Black Bears. Yeah, well,
And also, not for nothing, even in matches where they've had countouts, we've straight up had brawls go through the entire crowd, and the referee follow them. It happened during a TNT title match like a month or two ago, and I was like, what are we doing here? So it goes both ways. I'm just one of those people who keep the thing straight, because I never liked something to become too much of a stereotype. Oh, that was like an atomic drop. That sucked. It was supposed to be a backbreaker, and it was an atomic drop. Hornswoggle in a bear suit doesn't count. Brian is awesome. I'm completely sleeping on him. Good gear. Maybe that's too much of a stereotype. That might be the best way to phrase it, but like a certain misperception, I guess. Oh! It's intense. He said, oh, you want a bridge then? And he threw on his own. I dig it.
I was going to say the same thing. Since he became a member of the BCC, Wheeler Yuta has incredibly gotten better.
DAZN? What's that? Regardless, that's awesome. That means that they're getting seen by more eyes. Hell yeah. Shout out to them.
Our main event continues on AEW Dynamite. The Blackpool Combat Club, Wheeler Yuta and Claudio Castagnoli looking to unseat the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions Ray Fenix and Penta El Cerro Miedo.
Woof.
got that cravat and really well done right there by Wheeler Yuta, working on that head now of Phoenix.
Yeah, the way that we've trained cravats, it's also a choke, and it's really hard on your opponent. Wow.
Get that forearm across the artery, you definitely
I didn't even see it. I just saw the clip you sent me, Cam. I didn't even actually watch the clip, but I knew exactly what it was. That's awesome. Alrighty, Jackie, you take care. Thank you so much for stopping by. You have a good evening. I had a feeling it wasn't going to be it, but still. Phoenix looked dead for rights. Dead to rights. Dead for rights? I don't know what you're saying is. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Nice!
You can't take anything away from Ray Phoenix. He's an incredible athlete.
but he's in a bad spot. He's got to try to get to his brother and tag him in. Otherwise, your guys are going to eat him up here.
Yeah, watch Claudio's going to go for his foot.
This week on Rampage, check your
What a trios match. They said this week. They didn't even advertise a day. That tells me they don't have the Saturday isn't looking so good. Oh, powerbomb lung blower. Now I'm all caught up. Is Rampage not on Saturday anymore, y'all? Come on. Is it going to be back on Friday after all?
That said, you think we haven't dislocated Wheeler Yuta's shoulder? Come on.
What do we?
That's right.
Same. When Rampage gets preempted, is it just going to be on after Collision, before Collision, the same day as Collision in any regard? Because that'll be weird.
Hang time from Ray Phoenix, incredible. I will say this, you can't train for Ray Phoenix's athleticism because you can't mirror it.
I felt it coming. Pre-show Rampage, main show Collision, right? Yeah, as the day comes up, I wonder what they're going to stack. I thought that might have been it. Holy shit.
Tell you guys about this. What did Regal tell you? We tuck our necks so that when we get pile driven like that, we can kick out every single time. You think the
Look at him shouting out Regal.
man's doing that? You think Kenny's doing that? No.
It will be a completely different animal.
Right, Craig. Shout out to Owen Hart.
Kenny Omega, Hangman Adam
24-year anniversary of his death yesterday. Rest in peace, Owen Hart. The King of Hearts. All hail the King of Hearts. Don't point at his sack, just dive on it. Damn, Penta, that's what you get. Oh no. Oh, Phoenix is, no, sorry, Penta's watching. Why were you just watching Pence? What the fuck, dude?
Times we've trained him to cover both shoulders. Man, what a match, guys. ROH tag team belts in the balance here.
And Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta have to come back in 4 days' time and compete in that Anarchy in the Arena match alongside Bryan Danielson, alongside Jon Moxley, against the newly reunited Elite.
We can come back anytime, any place, but Wheeler's going to get slapped in the face for that.
Sarah Meadows. Yeah, I'm so appreciative of this crowd. They're into this main event at the least. I don't know. I didn't appreciate how quiet they were for Taya and Frost's match because that deserved more love, and I think it got to them a bit. All the cuts to Jade didn't help. Okay, that was an interesting kick. Wait, what? No way! The Bucks are holding back Claudio! Cost him! They're just laying into Claudio! Animo, man, meet us in the ring. We the Mexicans. This is how we play.
There was a super kick party going on the outside. Excalibur, Bucks were definitely 1, maybe 2 steps ahead.
Hell yeah, Craig.
BCC right there.
And the Young Bucks, I mean, they've been historical rivals with the Lucha Brothers, but coming to the aid of Rey Fenix and Penta El Cerro Miedo. The Lucha Brothers retain, but the Young Bucks getting first blood this week ahead of the Anarchy.
Hell yeah.
Oh, and look who's arrived. Jon Moxley is here, Excalibur.
Mox said, nah, I ain't about that shit. Come get these hands. Makes it the trifecta. Ah. Mox said they said they do the job well. He wasn't lying. Yes. Love it. So good. Oh, Mox has something to say.
And you smile while you still can. You take pictures with those fans while you still have all your teeth. You go back to your room and you FaceTime your family while they can still recognize you, because this Sunday at Double or Nothing, you and your weak-ass little friends are going to get plastered on the pavement on Las Vegas Boulevard. This Sunday, Anarchy in the Arena.
Mox does it again.
Most violent match in the history
He's slick like that.
wrestling, because we will not accept anything less. If you think the BC has gone too far, if you've been offended, if you're squeamish at the sight of blood, buckle your goddamn seatbelt, because you haven't seen anything yet.
Well, Mox just put them on notice right there for this Sunday.
The Blackpool Combat Club, they've been in the Anarchy in the Arena match before, but this one...
It's the most intensity I've seen on Nick's face in a long time. Mox being vague for sure. Oh, this match is gonna hump. I see people saying it should be the main event, and I don't blame them.
Because Double or Nothing takes place this Sunday, live at the T-Mobile Arena.
But I think the 4 pillars need to be the main event.
WTIX.com and Ticketmaster.com. And if you can't be in Las Vegas, Bleacher Report, traditional
There they go. You know it's good.
We'll see you this weekend for Rampage and this Sunday for Double or Nothing.
Title should always be the main. I feel you on that, but Double or Nothing has historically not had the world title main event. The only time it main evented it was when it was Punk versus Hangman. But no, 21 Blackjack mid-card Anarchy. Yes, agreed, Craig. I'm with that. But that being said, that is Dynamite for the evening. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. We got a busy week of wrestling ahead of us, so do hang with us through as much of it if you could. First off, do join the Discord in the link below if you haven't already, because tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, 12 a.m. BST, a friend here, Canadian Zebra, in the chat here, is going to be hosting a Ring of Honor watch party. So, as they do every week, so do swing by and hang out if you could. Either Friday or Saturday, whenever Rampage seems to be, because now they're not even sure about Saturday. Do tune in for Rampage. Gonna be checking that out. 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. That's the thing. Also, Lucha Bros was helped by the young, right? I like that little note. Their biggest rivals. That just goes to show how deep this blood feud with BCC runs. And of course, Night of Champions. We only really do WWE pay-per-views around here, but that's going to be a thing. Saturday afternoon / morning, depending on your time zone. It's going to be 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. BST. Finally, the UK-friendly time zone pay-per-view. That was a sentence. And then lastly, Double or Nothing, Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, 12 a.m. BST. Do swing by for it all. You got a lot of wrestling. That was a crazy Dynamite. It really was. Don't even worry about it, Dara. I appreciate you swinging by even at the end. Oh, and of course, y'all do drop a thumbs up if you haven't. Please help us out there. Oh my goodness. I want to try and get over 10 likes each video if possible. We want to keep onwards and upwards. Great go home show. It really was. It really was awesome. And I think Rampage is going to be a nice one, whatever it ends up being. But until next time, y'all, happy devin'. Peace.